See, we already screwed up.
That's okay. Welcome to Drunk Tech Support.
Why is it my voice sounds fine when I turn the bass up?
It does. It sounds.
But then
much better.
I can't say anything with P in it unless I'm way back here. I just can't get close to the mic. Makes no sense, Rich.
Air pressure and
Shut
physics. Some physics.
That's what that
waves.
It's actually the wind from the gust of
pressure.
wind.
That's what I said. Pressure.
Yeah. Well, that's what a pop filter is. That circle thing.
I have one somewhere.
It's like a windscreen. That's what I need. I need a windscreen. I need to like sit back when I'm gonna. Dude, I watch people on YouTube and they're like way back here, and they're talking, and it sounds perfect.
They probably have a professional sound guy behind the scenes.
No, they don't. They just buy like a Shure mic. Apparently, audio.
How do you know they don't though?
I see that mic.
Devil's advocate here.
They all have that same. They all have that same mic. It's like a cylinder, and the cable comes off the side. Mm-hmm. That's a Shure mic. Sure. No, it is. I'm gonna see how much they cost.
I don't know that it has anything to do with it, but you know.
I'm just not throwing enough money at the problem.
Oh my God!
Is what that means.
Don't ever say that.
I need to take out another credit card.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Oh, look at that. It's a $400 microphone.
Holy hell!
That's what we need.
That's not what we need.
That's what we're getting, Rich.
That's what you need. I'm fine. I sound good with this one.
I just need to admit my voice sucks.
But what if you buy a $400 mic and then we still have the same problem?
And then I'm returning it.
Oh.
Because it was defective, apparently.
Well, you have a tendency to just throw things away when you're done buying them and they don't work.
That's true. I don't like to deal with returning stuff. That's why I don't do... Dude, for a limited time, it's $100 off.
Oh.
If I
so
order...
it's normally a $500 mic.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, I'm ordering that right now.
Oh, my God. You really are, aren't you?
Dude, it's 20% off.
That's true. It's a good deal.
So, Rich, you want to explain why we weren't potting for 2 weeks?
I don't even remember at this point. I was stuck at the ferry terminal 2 weeks ago. No, 1 week ago. We were supposed to pod last week.
We were.
And then I got...
And I don't remember what my excuse was. Wasn't feeling it.
Well, it was also super late by the time I got home.
Yeah. No, and that's the second week. I'm thinking about the first week.
The first week, something happened.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah. But it was only 1 week, so it wasn't a big deal. It turned into 2 weeks because of my stupid ferry situation.
What's up with our outfits, Rich?
It's summer now. Or, well, late spring.
It was like in the 60s today. That's crazy.
Amazing. It's supposed to be in the 70s this weekend.
Except there's bees everywhere.
Yeah, they'll go away once the summer
I feel like Nicolas Cage.
Full effect.
There's bees making a nest in my trunk of my car. Apparently, you can get in through the gaps.
I wonder if there's anything like...
It's gonna be like you pull away the metal from my door, and just my car's full of bees. It's just like the whole thing's a bee's nest.
Like one of those pest control shows.
Yeah, where they tear the wall of the house, and it's like a billion bees living in it. Yeah. Every time I walk to my car, there's like a bee or a wasp. Like, and everyone's like, bees won't bother you if you don't bother them, but they always make
I'm terrified
a beeline to my face when I'm near them.
You know,
and I've been traumatized by bees.
Yeah. I wonder if somebody like threw something sugary at your car, like you were being an asshole.
Covered in bird shit for a car that's not been sitting under a tree for 5 months. I don't know why there's so much
seagulls everywhere. We live on the ocean.
That's true. Oh my God, they're so big. Those seagulls. They're the size of cats.
Yeah. They're like, I don't know if they're an albatross or like a type of albatross, but they're huge.
I'm an albatross.
Anyways, so yeah,
we have surprisingly
that
few
happened.
notes for not.
I held back. I started and I deleted some stuff too that I didn't think was important. I wanted to talk about how I found out you could do Raspberry Pi for CarPlay, but will you stop showing off your?
I got a new phone,
Android
Rich.
phone? How's
Rich,
that Apple Pay working for you there? Jay?
Fucking! That was something I wanted to rant about, dude. Like, I got it. So, the new Samsung S23 came out.
I will put aside my Apple-ness and say it's a good-looking phone.
It is. Feel it.
I did. I like it.
You can feel it.
I held it last night when I was working on it.
And I even found an OG Windows 10 interface. I got the live tiles.
I like it. And they're really live.
You see them moving around? Look, them flipping and stuff.
Sweet.
That's so freaking awesome. Oh, look, I got a message.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's from Andy. Andy is supposed to be on, but he's busy.
He has a life outside of our podcast.
Whatever, dude.
Oh, man.
No, it's... I had the S22, and I really loved it. It took the best pictures, and everyone that listens to the show knows that I was like, oh, fine, I'll get an iPhone. I don't remember why. Oh, because I had the 8.
Yeah.
And I wanted the new phone, and I was like, all right, I'll go iPhone. I got the stupid iMac, right?
Mac Mini.
Whatever, the Apple Mac. And I got the iPhone 14, but turns out I didn't get the right iPhone 14.
No, you got the poor boy one.
Apparently, they make like a beta version of
Mike said buy an iPhone, Jay.
Fuck off! I fucking love this phone. This is like...
It's a nice looking
It is so thin.
I'll give it to you.
Anyone that's ever had a Lumia, like, that's what inspired me to put Windows 10 on it.
Yeah.
This feels like the Lumia. Like, it's got a great camera. It's thin. It's heavy. It's curved. That's one thing I didn't like about the 14 is, like, that boxy frame.
Yeah. So they did kind of go back to that. I don't know why.
I don't like it. And this is like,
you
know what? It's got the pen.
Yeah.
That I never use, but I always make sure I have to have it.
You know what I like about the pen? You can click it like a real pen. That's amazing.
What you can do?
Because I'm the guy that will click it.
You can set your phone up to take a picture, and then use the pen as the trigger for the camera, which is pretty neat. How neat is that, Rich?
That's pretty neat.
But yeah, Rich and Andy were giving me shit, like, because they're Apple beta bitches.
I have been over this a million times. My preference is solely based on the fact that I cannot fuck it up. 100%.
I don't think that's a valid reason to stick with Apple, Rich.
I'm also...
You could just use the
phone.
phone.
I'm also embedded
Are you
in their
incapable of
ecosystem.
self-control?
No, I can't. Look how fat I am.
Okay, you're lucky I didn't take a sip. Goddamn. So as I'm trading it in, I had to pay off because I just got the iPhone back in December.
Right.
So I had to drop like $600 to pay whatever 50%, or whatever for this. So I didn't get the deal on this, which was free one of these if you trade in a valid phone. So I didn't have to put $600 down for it, which sucked. And
well, you put
they're like, "Are you sure? Are you sure there's nothing on the iPhone you need?" I'm like, "No, man. I don't use Apple like that. There's nothing on the iPhone that I need transferred to my new phone." They're like, "Well, we're closing in 5 minutes. You know, if you want to take the iPhone home, do the data transfer yourself," which is pretty cool. So I had both phones at one point. I transferred everything off, and then I sent it back to the store. And I'm like, that's the end of that. And I forgot about Apple Pay and Apple Wallet and my Apple credit card and Apple Cash. I suddenly have no access.
I actually am like irritated for you about the Apple Cash thing specifically. The rest of it I can be like, whatever. But
I was pissed, but then I found out I could access the credit card via applecard.apple.com.
But your 5% rewards, you
no
can
access.
never use them.
Oh, you want those rewards? You need to have an iPhone, bitch. And that's what I don't like about Apple, because once I had the iPad, I got the Mac Mini, got it, nailed it,
nice,
and then I got the iPhone, and then I felt compelled. Oh, this shit doesn't play nice with anything. Everything has to be Apple.
Right.
If I want it to work properly.
You have to make that choice.
I don't like that
use
choice.
And compatibility.
It's bullshit.
Or
I
flexibility.
wish Andy was here. Andy would be like,
I don't want anything to do with a phone that I'm going to tinker with and break. Even so, when I used to,
I can't. I got to turn the bass down. It's like,
here's a great example. I used to jailbreak my iPhones all the time.
Yes.
And I finally stopped doing it because multiple reasons, but mostly because I don't need to anymore. Everything's built into the OS because they stole it from all the other companies. But
because they shut down the companies,
right,
and then innovated their idea.
Right. But there was times where I fucked up a jailbreak and I didn't have a phone for like 12 hours.
Hey, stop jailbreaking your phone, dude.
I did.
Okay.
But that's
you can get a non-Apple product and not jailbreak it.
But I will.
I never understood rooting the phone. If there's anything, there's an app that exists for it. There's no real reason.
I disagree.
To root the phone. I've done it. I've done it with plenty of phones, but
there's a lot of things
I've never
you can do that.
had I have to root every phone I have. But so yeah, I'm like, wow, I no longer have easy access. And Rich and Andy the whole time are just like chanting. We have a little like chat group now. One of us. You shouldn't have done that, Jay. Now you can't access your shit. And the reason why there's no app on the Android for it is because they don't encryption. They don't care about encryption. They don't encrypt your shit, so it's not encrypted. If it's not encrypted, then fuck you. I'm like, are you goddamn serious, dude? If I want to, you guys are so up your own asses with the encryption and like security stuff.
Your Google phone is encrypted. There's stuff on there that encrypts. Well, it could be encrypted. You might not have.
Rich refused to text message me if I'm texting from my Android because it's not end-to-end encrypted.
No, because it's a green bubble.
Oh, that's why. If I see the green bubble, I'm not writing back. That's so psycho, dude. You know what? Your encryption isn't shit because even if I had an iPhone and we had the blue bubble and we were texting, I could just take my phone to the FBI and be like, look what Rich said.
Yeah.
I'm not encrypted.
So?
Someone could break my fingers and I'll be like, okay, I'll tell you what we texted about.
You were if you had an iPhone.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice. There's no choice.
The point of encryption is people can't intercept those messages, right?
Right.
Right. I could, though, take my phone, unlock it, and be like, this is what Rich said. Look what Rich wrote.
Then they're not intercepted. You're an asshole.
I'm the point.
You're the problem.
I'm saying, Rich, nothing is 100%.
No, and it's not like I'm trying to hide anything from the government. I just don't like the idea that somebody could be.
We talked about this, Rich.
You know the feeling
you have to make
when
concessions.
You get violated, like somebody steals something from your car, like that feeling of ew, somebody touched my shit.
Someone stole my laundry.
Yes,
encrypt laundry.
It's just a dirty feeling that you feel violated, and I don't want to make it easier.
Yeah, but I'll keep doing my laundry in the shady laundry room, knowing that there's a chance that could happen.
See, I never would. I would stand right by it every time I did laundry.
Yeah,
I would read a book or something.
People, I don't know.
I feel violated.
Rich has been violated one too many times. I freaking love this phone. This is like my new favorite phone. You know how remember how I showed you the screenshot of how many devices my Fitbit has synchronized with in the past 4 years?
3 pages.
It's just 3 pages of phones. They were duplicates, but it was like Jay's iPhone, Jay's Android, Jay's Razr, Jay's iPhone, Jay's other iPhone, Jay's iPad. This is the first phone I felt like, okay, I'll stick with this for a while.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Next year you'll be like, oh man, that Pixel.
Yeah, once again, we talked about it. I'm not interested in the Pixel because it just in my brain.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Mixed up
I don't think it's Android for you. It's Samsung.
Samsung.
You're in the Samsung ecosystem.
Yeah. Who made the Nexus?
Because you have the headphones too, don't you?
Yeah, I got Galaxy Buds.
Yeah. So you don't give me shit about my ecosystem. You're in your own ecosystem.
What are you talking about? I had the Motorola Razr. I had the Microsoft piece of shit Duo.
But what do you have now? All Samsung.
Yeah. I was a fan of the Note. and this is a derivative. They sort of
A
mix.
lot of people would like.
They
the
mixed
Note.
the S series with the Note, so the Note no longer exists.
Right.
It's the S series, and it's got that pen, and that pen was a big selling point because I like to draw, and like take notes from my.
And you couldn't do it on your tablet anymore because you lost it.
But plus side, this is compatible with my tablet.
Nice.
So yeah, I guess I'm in the Samsung ecosphere. I have the.
It's okay.
I have this. I got the Galaxy Buds. I got the Galaxy Tab.
So, bullshitting aside, I did take some time today because I was curious, and I researched the cameras, and I was actually kind of impressed. But
Only by the 10x.
I was surprised that the Pixel actually has higher megapixel rating than all of the other phones, iPhone Pro included.
What is it? This one's 200.
64 megapixels. No, it's 50. Megapixels.
No, this is 200.
According to Samsung, it's only 50.
It says 200 megapixels.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I read online.
I
Could
don't
be
know about
wrong.
that. It does 200
It's on
megapixels.
the internet. You never know if it's right or not. You know.
If I read it on the internet, it's true to me. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to take pictures. I don't know. Can we show?
50 megapixels, it says on the main camera. 10 on the telephoto.
Are you talking the front-facing cam? Because I think the front-facing cam is like 40.
No, this is the main camera, the primary camera. And then the second camera is 10 megapixels.
So look up What? That makes no sense. The phone itself says 200 megapixels. What?
Default, it captures photos at 12 megapixels rather than the full 200 megapixels. It manages this
default.
by pixel binning, combining 16 pixels together into a single virtual superpixel.
It says a 200 megapixel sensor. That's from XDA developer.
But it's software based. It's making it.
It says sensor, packing an all-new 200 megapixel sensor. That's a physical sensor. By default, it doesn't take 200 megapixel pictures. Default is, I think, like 50. We'll get to the bottom of this, ladies and gentlemen. Please hold. I haven't taken any night photos. I do want to take a picture of the moon. Have you seen the pictures that people take of the moon with this phone?
Yeah, but it's all fake, isn't
it? The moon, man. It's not fake. All phones have like algorithms that run to like clean up the image. And they're saying because of those algorithms, it makes up a lot of the data. Therefore, it's not a true photo. So the answer is yes, Rich.
So basically, it says if it's, let's say it's a 108 megapixel sensor.
Yeah.
With the pixel binning, it only gives you a 12 megapixel shot.
Binned down by a factor of 4. I don't know what bin down is.
So,
this was suck. I've been taking.
So you have a 50 megapixel camera that uses pixel binning to give you the effect of 200 megapixels.
That doesn't mean it's 200 megapixels.
It's not.
Whatever. Who the fuck takes the 200 megapixel picture? Your goddamn photo is gonna be like 6 gigabytes.
Right.
I'm fine with like 50. That's fine with me. I show pictures, but I don't think we have any like real access to them. I've taken a few pictures of the mountains. Which, dude, this is like.
That's impressive. I mean, I can tell you firsthand that one right there.
It's doing that thing. Doesn't matter what phone I have, it just won't rotate.
Yeah, I think you're the problem here.
Maybe I have like a magnetic field or something.
It's possible. People have been known to have problems with that.
Oh, you can't see it on here. If only we had a way to like show our phones on the screen.
We do.
Oh, we do? Wow, it just won't rotate.
Oh, wait, you don't have an iPhone.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of problems now. You know what I did get used to? AirDrop.
Yeah.
When I'm editing and I want to go get a file real quick, take a picture or something, drop it, I'll deal with it. I'm getting us a Samsung computer. Is that a thing?
No.
Okay.
I don't think they make them
Try
anymore.
not to breathe so heavily into the mic while you're...
Wow.
Wow?
Is it that bad?
It was a little bit. Not as bad as your, like, when you swallow. And I can hear that.
Yeah.
That new, that's, I can't stand that sound. I hate ASMR. And that's like, yeah, oh my God. I hate it. God damn it. So yeah, the Samsung S23 is a freaking awesome phone. And I highly recommend this, all you Windows fans out there. They've almost perfected the, like the functionality of the old Windows Mobile 10. What is, I don't even know what the hell it's called. I know my free trial, it's free, but there's a lot of settings you want. I think it's like a one-time payment.
Oh.
It's called Square Home 2.
As long as it's a one-time payment, not another fucking subscription.
Fucking subscription, dude. Don't get me started on that. Yeah, so Square Home 2. It's got fully functional live tile. Live tiles are back. I've tried other Windows phone interfaces that did the tile thing, but they weren't live tiles. Which that's the whole thing I loved about Windows is
Right.
was constantly updating tiles, and this does all that. Like the tiles move around. Even this one right here is my you see this one, the radar.
Oh yeah,
Same thing I got in
that's nice.
my office. It's the same app.
Same app.
So what it does is it takes any widget settings
Mm-hmm.
that the app has, and you can add the widget as a live tile. It'll just make a square version of it.
Nice.
It's freaking awesome, dude.
Very cool.
So happy with this phone. So yeah, So Apple's like, well, if you're not gonna have an iPhone, and there's no way to like. I was like freaking out. It's like there's literally. I'm like, I have an iPad, so maybe I can access it through that. Nope.
No wallet app.
The wallet app only exists on the iPhone. Why is that, Rich? Why couldn't it just be on the iPad?
Because they want you to buy a fucking iPhone.
Yeah,
How much
fuck
clearer
that.
can they be?
Ah! It's so stupid, dude.
It's capitalism, man.
I keep seeing all these bad faith practices that Apple does, and I keep seeing Rich being like, it is what it is.
I know what it is, though.
I know,
I'm okay with it because I'm invested in the ecosystem.
Oh my God. It's hard. It's sad to watch, Rich.
Why?
Because you're better than Apple. You
I
should
disagree.
put up with being like.
I like convenience. I'm lazy. I can't. I can't.
Okay, so Apple came out with like a new thing where like you can keep your current ecosystem, but once a week we send someone to your house to punch you in the face. Would you still?
I'd probably cut the ties there.
Oh, you would? Okay.
Probably.
Well, that's practically what they're doing, Rich.
Uh-huh.
They're like, oh yeah, they're getting rid of the mute button, the silent mode
I
button.
don't want to talk about it.
Rich, we're chatting. We're in a chat, and Rich is like, at least they're not getting rid of that mute. Oh no, he made fun of me because my
mute
phone
his
doesn't have a physical button to mute the phone, which is like annoying. 'Cause
I
have to
love
go in.
the iPhone Switch because it's literally like everything's off. I don't have to worry about it.
No, they're going to be getting rid of the charging port soon. It's just going to be a completely brick
I'm
wireless
okay with
device
that.
with no holes in it.
I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with losing that Switch.
Well, that Switch is part of it, Rich. Well, there's going to be an action button. I don't know what that is.
It's probably going to be a capacitive touch button that doesn't actually move and gives haptic feedback from the motors.
Yay.
Because that's what they do now.
When they went from the physical home button to the haptic feedback one, I was like, what the fuck? You can't just replace a physical button with a solid state button. But it actually worked pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I got pretty damn used to it. And then they're just like, that's gone now.
Yeah.
You get used to something, they're like, it's gone.
But yeah, you know what I got used to that's gone that really pisses me off?
Headphone jack?
3D touch.
Oh, were you hard press?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually used that.
I never used it.
And they still have the sort of the same technology with the Apple Pencil. You push harder, you get a darker line. So why did they have to take it off the phone?
They did field research.
Probably.
They did those.
I feel
those
like it was
group-
just one of those things no one ever used. They didn't understand it. I don't know.
I guess. I don't know, man.
I enjoyed it. And I still find myself using it.
Oh, and I have fingerprint unlocked now. No more Face ID. No more bullshit.
Does it
false-
actually work?
every single time?
Okay.
I could just be like,
Good.
Like I can
least
put my thumb on it backwards like this, and it unlocks. That's
At least I don't have to listen to you bitch about how your phone doesn't unlock.
God, that was so annoying, dude. I felt like I was compromising having that iPhone. And no,
you were, because you bought the regular one.
It's just the camera. Are you saying the functionality of the 14 was shitty?
It has an inferior chip. It has the iPhone 13's chip.
Oh my God.
They really did cheap out on that 14.
Dude, iPhone is supposed to be the best of the best. Even if you had an older chip, it should still be a solid thing. It's not like
should and are two different things. You should know that.
I don't know. All I know is I had the 8. I really didn't. I don't remember why I moved away from the 8.
I don't either. You just one day were like, "Hey, I got an iPhone," and I was like, "Oh."
I think it was just like it's something to do.
Yeah.
I think they did some deal because my 8 was like worth a huge chunk off of iPhone 14, and you were ranting and raving about the 14, so I was like,
yeah, I failed to tell you it was the Pro Max, not the regular 14.
Yeah,
I don't even have the 14 Pro. I have the Pro Max.
And it's like the iPad and the iPad Pro. To me, there's never a difference. So I never connected.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, the Pro, it's got like the docking capability and possibly faster, but I have like a regular iPad, and so I figured the phone was the same way.
Not anymore. Hey, you know what though?
I don't want to pot anymore, Rich. I'm so mad about Apple.
You might get green bubbles when I text you now. But
I don't answer green bubbles, Rich.
But you could, if you want, you could install iMessage on Windows now, sort of.
I'm not messaging you from my computer, Rich. God damn it.
Because apparently...
Why from my computer but not my Android?
Well,
because Android...
It's not an Apple thing. That's why. Because Apple didn't do it.
oh, did I tell you when I was like freaking out about the Apple Cash?
Yes.
My Apple credit card? You saw the message where I'm like, oh, I found an app for it.
It was scam?
I clicked install. I didn't look at the developer. It was some bullshit developer, and all it is an ad-filled link to the website.
Oh my God.
For Apple Cash, for your Apple credit card.
Can you use it at least?
I could, but I could just go to the website on the phone. I don't need an app to do that.
Right. You
That's why I found out I could just go to the website.
You could just set a web link for that.
Yeah. That's one thing that sucks. Apple does have its share of like crappy apps. But Android store is definitely a wash.
Free for all.
A wash. Damn, dude, my mic is like... I got the bass back to where it was, and it's still like capping out.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
But on the Windows side, you know the app phone link? They've had it for a while. It was in Windows 10. Well, now in Windows 11...
Yes, I use it. It's pretty cool.
Well, in Windows 11 now, it'll actually work with iMessage.
Oh.
So you could chat with people on iMessage.
That's funny how like Apple's like, fuck you, we have no support for anyone that's not Apple.
Yeah.
And then Microsoft's like, hey, we're trying.
So there's limitations. You can't participate in group messages, and you can't send or receive images or videos. Whoever does that, though, you know.
Dude, I communicate in memes.
I know.
Like, there's no... I had to realize... Me, Rich, and Andy started like a group chat, and I realized I was wasting all my funny like tech memes in our chat and not updating our Facebook where they should go. And I'm not posting them twice.
No.
So you're getting less memes on Facebook. Unless, I was like, we should start a Discord or something. Is everyone on board Discord? Is there any of us that are like, I have moral qualms about Discord, or it's not encrypted enough, or they raped my dog, or something. I don't know. Y'all got some fucking excuse.
I have no problem with Discord. I use it for all kinds of stuff. I actually have a...
Let's start a Drunk Tech Sport Discord.
I have a Discord server that I'm on that is all... people that put Mac OS on unsupported Macs. It's fucking awesome.
Because they're stupid, like, restrictions on everything?
Yeah, because they don't let you do it. Mike said to add him to that group chat.
I thought...
I don't know if that's a joke because he's the only other viewer.
You're the one that... Didn't you say he hates group chats?
Well, I said not to add Mike because I thought he didn't like the constant... texts coming through.
It does get annoying.
Sometimes. Like when I'm
Hence-
texting with Andy at 11 o'clock and you're
I
on the
was
phone
trying to sleep and they were texting over and over, and that's where I found out my phone doesn't have a mute button, and I had to like. I could just put. I guess I could actually go in and set like do not disturb hours.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be fucking trying to sleep at this hour.
I actually do use Do Not Disturb.
Oh, I know. It comes on. I'm like, damn it, Rich! I got something really funny to tell you.
I do turn it off if I'm still awake. I just have to catch it when it happens.
Yeah.
But normally it's right around the time I go to bed, so it's pretty close, but not perfect.
We gotta get in the topics. I feel like
I did.
you did.
I already used the topic.
One topic down. We're an hour in the episode.
You have to refresh because you got old stuff.
Whoa!
Whoa! Look at all that.
The font size and everything changed. This is my Galaxy tab, which the kickstand's broken off, and the fucking pencil has completely disappeared, dude. I have no fucking idea.
I'm
where
telling you, it's got to be in the old couch, and we should take it apart and look.
Can you rip it apart?
We could take the staples out of the back and
Yeah.
just look.
I mean, I'll just buy a new one at that point, but
Yeah.
it's really annoying.
It'd be nice to know, though.
Wait, hold on. The last episode was called Tech Chaos. This one's called Tech Shenanigans. We can't just use a goddamn thesaurus and keep changing.
We're naming them with ChatGPT now.
Tech, something that has to do with like tech. Like what the hell, dude? All right, let's just go back to putting bullshit names for our episodes. Your birthday, Rich.
Oh yeah.
We're supposed to have a birthday episode, and
then I got stuck at the ferry.
is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought so much stuff because we're gonna do a birthday episode.
I had a tiara.
I got a
and
birthday
pin.
tiara, a birthday boy pin. I got like
The string.
happy birthday
banner.
baby Yoda, whatever the hell it's called.
Banner.
I got like presents, which I gave you before your birthday because you were like bitching about it. I got you the Mario fucking 3-pack.
Oh, it wasn't that I was bitching about it. I was asking if I could borrow yours.
Oh yeah, and I was like, this dude's gonna go buy it if I don't give it to him right now. I bought him Mario All Stars for the
3D
Switch.
All-Stars.
3D All Stars.
Yeah.
Which isn't that great.
I
but
love
Rich
it.
is like, I gotta play it.
I've never played Mario Sunshine, and I've never finished Galaxy, and I wanted to.
Yeah.
And I've never played the second Galaxy either.
And 64 we all know sucks because they didn't include the Nintendo DS version.
Not too worried about.
Did you play the DS version?
No, I didn't. But I
it's
heard about
so
it.
effing good.
Will it play on the DS that I have?
Yeah. I'm playing it on my 3DS right now.
I'll have to get it,
You gotta get an Ace card.
or just install it like I did the other games.
I don't know how to do that.
I hacked mine or whatever.
Yeah, mine's just as hacked as yours. I have no idea how to install through Nintendo DS games.
I can show you.
Oh, it's too late. I have the Ace card working.
True.
Anyway, so yeah, I got him that, and I got this sticker, which I thought was like gonna be a sign.
It does give the illusion of a sign because it's
This tiny sticker. I waited. First of all, I bought it on Etsy, so
Etsy.
yeah. So I came across. Whoa. Nobody wants to see that.
Sorry, I was zooming in on it.
Wow. So it says you are being monitored, and there's a picture of Rich. I should like color that with
Picture
Sharpie.
of Rich, huh?
I should make that a fat guy with some Sharpie. Or just like draw an arrow. And
That
write
would
Rich.
be pretty fucking hilarious,
Yeah.
actually.
As everyone knows, Rich tried to murder me with a CRT monitor when we were kids.
Just so you know, murder wasn't in my heart. I just wanted to hurt you.
I think the court of law would disagree with you, Rich. What's in your heart versus your actions. So I saw it randomly online, and I'm like, this would make an awesome sign to have in the background.
It's perfect for us.
And so I go online. The only thing I find is Etsy, and I've never bought anything on Etsy. So I'm like, whatever, I'll buy it. They had it listed as 10-inch, which to me meant 10 inches by 10 inches. Right, Rich?
Yeah.
I was thinking 10 inches here.
That looks like 10 inches around.
That looks like just 10 inches. I don't
Not
think
even across. It looks like it's like
Where's
a total of 10 inches.
I don't know the fucking.
Each one of those
I have the measuring
squares
tape
is
right now.
1 inch.
Yeah, that's like 6 inches,
5.
maybe 5. Yeah. So I ordered it. They had it listed at 10 inches. So I was thinking like a 10-inch sign, which I
Even
so
that
bad.
would have been kind of tiny, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah. So they had it listed. I didn't even. They didn't even list it was a sticker. I thought it was a sign.
You should let me make one.
Well, you make a bigger one. Can you take a screenshot of that and just do that, dude? Because I wanted it to be prominently displayed back here.
I'm gonna do that.
You can't even tell.
I'm gonna do that.
So I ordered it, and then I was trying to get it by Rich's birthday. And this is like a month before your birthday, I think.
Yeah.
And it literally took
forever.
It took over 2 weeks for them to actually ship it. It was marked as shipped 6 hours after I bought it. And
But
every
they
time I
didn't
checked
actually ship it.
no, they just printed out the shipping label or whatever, and it never actually shipped. I should go back and give them like a bad review, because it got to the point where I'm like, I know I'm spoiled by Amazon and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Instant shipping, but I'm like, bro, like, no communication, and it's been like 2.5 weeks. Like, it shouldn't take this long. You're not like making it
But you're dealing with some,
molecule
like,
by molecule. Like
Midwestern housewife, so God knows when she gets to the
no,
market.
it wasn't. It was a freaking vinyl and sign store.
Oh really?
It was a real store. So I don't know. Maybe they're back ordered or something,
Lord.
but they didn't say that.
Right.
And they said on their site like ships within X amount of days. So so it finally showed up, and I was pissed at this point. And then when I opened it up, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, it's a tiny little sticker. Like, you wouldn't even be able to see if it was a bumper sticker on the back of your car.
Yeah.
Like, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I want something like this big. Like, if you cut that into like a triangle, that's what I was expecting.
I can do that.
All right, Rich, you do it. So that was my first and last purchase on Etsy.
You know what else we did on my birthday?
Oh, you want to talk about that, Rich? That's kind of personal.
Smoked some meats.
Oh, we smoked some meats. I forgot about that. We smoked so many meats. We got up at 3 a.m. to smoke meats in Rich's meat smoker. But he wouldn't let me use Sweet Baby Ray's.
Actually, there's a whole bottle of Sweet Baby
I know.
You're more than welcome to use it. I just don't think you need it.
We planned for this party. Rich's, was it even your birthday party, or people just coming by? And
No,
they
it was my
didn't really
birthday
care it was
party.
your birthday. Okay, so Rich like, you getting up at 3 a.m. to smoke some meats with me? I'm like, you know it, bro. And I actually woke up. I didn't set an alarm. I just fucking woke up.
Yep.
And
I was already up, which was surprising. I didn't think.
well,
that
you
was
said
gonna
you
happen.
like went to bed. We both went to bed at like 12. So
Yeah.
we both got like 3 hours sleep.
I was a zombie by the end of the night.
Rich was like, had I not been there, Rich would have fallen asleep on the couch around
Yep.
like 6 a.m. and that would have been the end of it.
Yeah.
All his,
I started to doze, and Jay came around in the corner and was like, "Hey, what the hell are you doing?"
at one point, like, we let Rich take a nap to like keep an eye on the fire. Smoking meats is like an art. You have to like keep the fire at a certain temperature and all this shit, and moisture levels and all this crap. I hate smoked meats, dude.
I know.
As much as I make fun of Mark Suck, I like saying smoked meats. And we were supposed to do a coffee chat, but that never happened because we were so goddamn tired.
Yeah. We actually haven't done a coffee chat in a while.
It has been like a
been-
month.
I've been working in the office a lot more, so it's harder for me to like take a lunch and
I know this. What's up with
just
that?
do it. I got stuff to do, you know,
Okay.
meetings and stuff.
All right. I'm not
It's all right, because we're like less than a month away from school getting out. And once school's out, I literally have nothing to do all summer.
School for the summer?
Huh?
It's like almost summer.
Yeah.
Why is my job about to become super busy? Do all the interns and students go to like?
They probably do their internships over the summer, I'd imagine.
Is that what that is? Okay,
Probably.
we're about to get super busy.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it, Rich. So we smoked some meats, and by the time Rich is like, "There's gonna be 20 people coming over," and I made my quasi famous mac and cheese,
Which was a huge hit.
We go to the store. I bought $60 worth of cheese, like all the fancy cheese. I must have had like 10 different cheeses.
Gouda and Havarti and
Guida.
cheddar.
I want to say
Guido.
Gouda, mozzarella, sharp, a whole bunch of cheese. I put some Kraft singles in
Parmesan.
there. Yep.
Wait,
With
you really did put Kraft singles in it?
No.
Oh.
God, no.
I was like, what?
That'd be funny though. And Ritz cracker. Remember that guy?
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Ritz cracker crust with Parmesan on it. Baked that shit at like 400 degrees. It would have been delicious. I didn't know. I fell asleep.
You forgot the best part.
What?
It was a mac and cheese off.
Oh, Rich also made Velveeta mac and cheese, which I'm also pissed I didn't get a big bowl of that.
There should still be some of that.
No, Rich, it's all gone. All the mac and cheese is gone. So I made my mac and cheese. Rich made his, and we're like, we'll have a mac and cheese. We'll ask people what they think. And then I think it like literally after the first group of guests showed up, I'm like, I'm gonna go rest my eyes for a minute.
And I slept for 12 hours.
Yeah. No, I remember I woke up. It was like 10 o'clock and no one was here. I'm like, did you guys have a party? It's 10 o'clock.
And we had already cleaned up and everything.
Yeah, everything's gone. Nobody's here. Everything's cleaned. I'm like, what the hell? So the next day, I'm like, I want to eat some of that mac and cheese. I want to know how good it was. And I come down, all gone. There's
so
no mac and cheese.
it wasn't all gone, but apparently Brittany's sister took 2 containers of it. Because I made 2 containers and then
what a
they
bitch.
were gone. She didn't do it on purpose. I just put it with her stuff, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So she took it all.
Nobody took any of your extra smoked meats, Rich.
Yeah, they did.
Did they? Okay, there's still
there's
so
just
much.
still a lot left. I froze it, so
Ugh,
it'll be there for a while.
shit's so gross.
You know,
But I guess it was good, and yours was freaking delicious. I would have voted for yours because I just love Velveeta.
yeah.
Like
Velveeta's
I was
great.
like, tell me when you're cooking that so I can snag chunks of Velveeta.
And you did.
It's not real cheese, but it's somehow like
It's
the
delicious.
best. It's delicious.
Brittany's apparently watching. She said she's pregnant, so
Okay, fine.
why she
She's
took
eating
2.
for 2. She can have the mac and cheese. That's fine. I did get to eat it because I made too much for the casserole pan, so there was like a little Tupperware thing of it.
but it didn't have the Ritz.
But it wasn't baked. It didn't have the Ritz. Whatever. Anyway.
So, are we gonna get into topics again?
I guess, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's like the end of the show.
I know. We were talking about Zuckerberg. You know,
Zuckerberg? I'm really excited. What the hell, Brittany?
oh my God.
I don't appreciate this, guys.
Anyways, Meta released
Meta?
their quarterly earnings,
Oh.
or should I say quarterly losses?
We can't exactly call it an earnings report.
So let me ask you. Do you know how much they spend on Meta?
I would say $50 billion.
50.
I don't know. It was at like $20 billion when they last
Well,
remember talking about it.
what I read was somewhere around $3 to $4 billion.
Okay, I'm way off.
On this quarter on Meta.
Yeah, but okay, I'm like total marketing, the stupid tech shows he did on it,
Yeah.
the technology.
Well, basically, Facebook lost what they spent on Meta. It was like a complete wash. So,
Dude, how many times did we say they were literally just throwing money into a burning garbage fire?
Literally. As one of their businesses is burning to the ground, they're just redirecting all of that money.
Yeah, it was like crypto, AI, Meta. Which one should we invest in?
I say nobody should ever invest in Meta because it's just... Who's going to wear a damn headset all the time?
I don't... Dude, I've been charging my Oculus because I kind of just want to play it, but I can't bring myself to do it. I'm like, I just...
Do you have that?
VR
Do you have
here.
that game with the lightsabers?
Yeah, Beat Saber. I
want
have
to play
it.
that.
You
I've
can
never
play
played it.
I have it. You
All
want to
right.
borrow my goddamn headset? I never use it, Rich. I want to actually play Half-Life Alyx because that is one of the best VR games.
That's what I've heard.
To date. It was like a $60 game, and I've played maybe 10% of it. Because I just wearing the headset, bumping into walls.
Yeah.
Having to have it tethered to your computer. Like,
just wait. In 5 years, you're going to be taking Zoom meetings in it.
No, that's not going to happen, Rich. I think we proved that's not going to happen.
That weird lady at your work is going to be a cat avatar in the metaverse.
No, she's going to have little cat pets that follow her avatar around.
Oh man.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
was that a tax write-off thing?
It's just what?
The metaverse.
Oh, probably, or
We just
some
need to
kind of
dump
like
as much money into something that fails because we need the tax cut.
maybe.
God, dude.
You know, we went. Buzzwords are like what drive things like this. You mentioned crypto and AI and meta. We had cloud before that and blockchain, and it's just a buzzword drives an entire industry.
Can we? I wanted to bring this up. I no longer want to use the word AI on the term AI on the show.
It's not really AI.
No, it's not, and we're feeding into that hype.
All right, let's go back to machine learning.
It's machine learning. It's
algorithms.
Algorithmically, and it's what's the thing where they use like weights? Where's Andy when you need him?
Weights?
Yeah, they use
like weightings. Like
weighting.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't fucking know. Machine learning. I like that. Machine learning.
That's my go-to. But AI
is a goddamn buzzword. It doesn't exist. Machines aren't conscious. They don't have feelings.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking about that guy, that Google engineer that went crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it has feelings. Machines don't have feelings. Feelings are chemical reactions.
He really thought they did, though.
Yeah. Okay, but the reason we have feelings is because it's chemical releases by our brains. Dopamine, the other ones.
The other ones.
The other serotonin.
You're very red on this.
Epinephrine, or whatever the fuck it is. All that, you know what I'm talking about, Rich?
Endorphins.
Is
that what you're thinking?
Computers don't have that. Don't make fun of me. You know what I'm getting at.
I know what you're getting at.
Machines don't have fucking feelings.
Yeah.
They're all programmed to do a specific thing, and
that's it.
A lot of these algorithms do it well, and that's where we're at now. They're using AI as a goddamn buzzword, and I swear to God, like 10 years from now, we're gonna be like looking back and like, wow, that was really dumb of us to like. Just the way people are looking back at like.
It's interesting, yeah, like to look back at things like crypto and see how bad that went, or even the cloud now. Like, yes, a lot of things have moved to the cloud, but there's also.
I was always mad about cloud because we always said it's just somebody's computer.
Yeah,
there's no like
server.
Your info isn't spread across the internet. It's on somebody's computer in a garage somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? And that company could go out of business, and then
based on some of the losses these tech companies are putting up, it might be on somebody's garage server before too long.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, Dropbox announced they're laying off another 500 people.
Dude, everyone's
16% of their staff. It's wild.
You say Dropbox? That sounds about right.
That's where it all started, though.
Who uses Dropbox?
Well, that's where it all started, though.
That's one of the first cloud storages I used. Back in the day.
Back when Microsoft still had SkyDrive.
SkyDrive! until they got sued by that company that tried to trademark the word Sky.
Yep.
Who also tried to sue No Man's Sky.
Really?
They tried to sue anyone that had the word Sky in their name. I swear to God. It was a thing. It's insane, dude.
Man.
But
I have a service that I use. I won't mention it just in case. But
Pornhub Premium.
They have the word Sky in their name, and they do data transformations and stuff.
No.
But
is it called Skynet?
Their logo is a fucking cloud. It looks so much like the OneDrive logo. I don't know how they've flown out of the radar this long.
I think cloud computing, like the icon of a cloud, you can't trademark that.
I don't know.
It's
Maybe it depends on the number of bumps.
Oh, how many? Yes, that's true.
Cloud with 3 bumps. No,
what
that's
color
OneDrive,
it is?
sorry. Can't
Yeah.
use that.
That's so dumb. Yeah, there's
Oh man.
there literally like the past
Speaking of
6-7 years, there's been a lot
Sky-
of like these emergent hype technologies that are like pushed by tech bros.
You know what else has Sky in the name?
Bluesky Social?
Bluesky Social.
Is this a competing social media website?
This
that I need
is,
to worry about?
I believe, started by the guy that started Twitter, if I remember right. But it's supposed to be like the next big thing, you know?
Yeah, like Google Plus.
Yeah, Jack
or,
Dorsey. He's
what
on
was
the
that one
board.
we went on? With the circles.
Hello.
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 Is Hello still a thing?
I think it is. Last time I checked.
No way.
'Cause
So
I
we
was
still have
getting
a.
emails.
Oh my god, we still have an Hello.
No, that ain't it. That's an AI website.
It doesn't even show up in Google search.
Hello.co. Still a thing.
Oh my god. Wait, we still have a goddamn.
We probably still
Watch
have
us have
accounts.
blown up on Hello, and we've
Right.
never logged in to check.
We're so popular. Anyways.
Well, okay, what is this guy?
So
Blue
Blue
Sky
Sky
Social?
is, it's going to be like a Twitter type thing, but Jack Dorsey was one
Jack
of the people
Dorsey.
that started it. He's on the board now. But
Oh, did we use that
Another-
dumb
another
password of ours
Sky.
back then?
oh, I don't know.
That password that we use for everything, Rich?
Probably.
That we don't have two-factor authentication for?
Probably.
Okay, it's not working.
Uh,
All right, I'll look into this later.
yeah.
Oh, that's...
Hey, we talked about your phone and how much you hate Apple. But did you know Apple and Google are actually working together on a project?
I can't even imagine what it is. What is it, Rich?
They're star-crossed lovers, Jay.
I'm sure it's an adversarial relationship, whatever
It's
it is.
so you know the safety concerns with AirTags, and now Google apparently
Yeah, stalkers are just
Whoa.
installing AirTags.
AirTags are nothing compared to the Google ecosystem for that. Their little Bluetooth tags, there's 3 billion devices that can use it. Like, as far as accuracy goes, you're going to get much
Are you
better
saying that
than
Android has more market coverage than
I'm saying that
Apple?
there's more Android phones out there.
What? Because everyone can get those like freebie phones
Freebies.
with their fucking.
All they need is Bluetooth. and
Hey,
it-
you
it
want to add a
helps.
line? It's a free phone. That makes sense. Well, I mean, Apple's getting there because they'll give you the shitty iPhone 14
True.
free line, free iP. Wow, maybe that's why they're doing it. They're
Maybe.
like, what is their market share?
I don't know.
I'm
I haven't
looking that
looked
up.
recently.
Looking that up right now.
But anyway, so they're working together to make a industry standard specification for those location tags. And the idea being that it would improve the ability to detect and alert when somebody's being tracked unwantedly. That's not a word, but
53%
of Android?
Apple.
Apple?
Oh wait, that's 9 to 5 Mac. Can I trust them?
I don't know. They're probably biased, but
Apples are the greatest phones ever. That's true. Why would I think that? Let me look at Fox News. That's probably a better. Apple is
are
a
you
strong
sure about that?
or Bello. Oh, now it's saying 29%.
It depends on the
I guess it
The
depends
year.
on who's reporting it.
But see, here's the thing. They're comparing Apple to Samsung, not Apple to Google.
Android. It's not comparing the OSs.
Yeah. Because
Well-
all those little no-name vendors all run the same Android OS.
iOS market share versus Android. We can do this, Rich.
We sure
Versus
can.
Android. What about Chat? We should ask ChatGPT.
Oh, I got it up right here.
Android generated its highest share with 75.47 and shipped 1.33 billion Android devices. Okay, blah, blah, blah. iOS
Android
takes the
has a
second
global
largest
market
market with 27.1 shares.
Yeah, that's what I got from ChatGPT.
All right.
Market share globally of about 72%.
Apple's still small fries, bro.
Yeah.
God damn.
There's,
Why are they? That must be why they're like, okay, we'll make a subpar phone
probably.
to just get it out there.
Yeah.
God damn it. It's not even a subpar phone. It was still $1,000 phone.
And it was decent for the average person. For you, it's not, because you have needs, and Apple wasn't fulfilling them.
I have needs, Apple, and you can't meet my needs. I need to find somebody better. I've met someone.
But anyways, it was nice to see the two of them working together on something.
Oh yeah, on what? What are they working on?
Industry specs for tracking devices, so that
I
they
just
can
ignored
better
all that.
alert when somebody's being tracked unwantedly. I said that.
How
wrong.
do they?
When there is unwanted
How do they know
tracking-
if someone is being tracked unwantedly?
Well, it's
Like when you
not-
show
like
us somebody's
if the
house at
device-
9 a.m., 9
if the
p.m.
device is
Where's
following
my fucking
you-
headphones, bro?
Shut up, that never happened.
How can they stop that?
So what happens to me right now with Apple is if they're like, if let's say you have an AirTag and you're driving with me, you're not
Yep.
on my account, so it would suddenly see an AirTag with me that's not normally with me, and it'll alert me on my phone.
Oh,
hey.
that's okay. That's cool.
So
All right, I like that because I was totally like not cool with the whole stalking with
yeah.
AirTods.
Oh yeah.
AirTods. With those AirTods.
I put an AirTag in my backpack, but then I slammed on my brakes really hard one day, and it fell. My backpack did. Jesus Christ!
I just wanted to like.
And
Whoa! That's actually pretty.
I
big.
didn't realize it at the time, but the AirTag apparently fell out. So now every time I leave my car, my phone tells me I left my backpack behind, even if I'm holding my backpack.
Where the hell is it? Where the hell is it?
I don't know. It's under the seat somewhere. I'm sure. I'll find it.
Look at that. That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool. Actually.
I
Looks
went
like one of those heaters for.
Yeah, I
coffee
wonder if
mug.
it must get really warm because it's induction.
Oh, let's see.
Keep your coffee warm. That's
You know
That's
those things are like
probably how those
fucking
work.
like $100. The USB ones that you can set on the thing and charge, heat it up.
your coffee,
They have them at Best Buy.
but it comes with a coffee mug.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely induction. It's the same technology.
I know.
Whatever.
I'm just telling you, they sell them
So
at
I
Best
went
Buy.
to Walmart today, and I walked by the clearance aisle.
$99,
had-
$120.
Oh, you really want to get one of those? That's what I should have got for your birthday. I forgot. I'm sorry, Rich.
It's all right.
Went to Walmart. I love checking out the clearance stuff. I went today, and I sent a picture to Rich. I'm like, they have like all these solid state internal and external drives, like marked down to like $50, like 500 gigabytes. It's not great. I don't even know if that's like a good deal. You probably get a 500 gig for like $20 now, right?
Probably.
And amongst that, they also should we talk about your Chinese dash cam that like fucking installed malware on my phone? Rich is like going on a trip, and he.
I wanted the dash cam, just in case.
You
So
should
I
always
bought
have
one.
a dash cam. I'm surprised your phone doesn't have it. Your car doesn't have it built in. Shouldn't all cars have dash cams built in at this point,
Maybe.
Rich?
Maybe.
So he gets
I got it off
probably the cheapest
of
possible.
Temu.
What?
Temu? T-E-M-U.
Is that the company?
It's like a shady Chinese.
Oh,
retail thing.
Temu, dasher cam.
You get stuff like literally from China on the slope.
Yeah,
out
it's
from
like a
China.
Wish.com.
It's like Sheen, if you've ever seen that one. Anyway, but I bought it, and I didn't have an Android handy, so I hooked it up to Jay's phone,
Why?
which
This is your-
you totally let me do. You didn't
Okay,
even
I do.
question it.
I do this thing where I trust Rich, and I forget he's like mental.
I'm not mental.
So, why is it that this could only plug into an Android phone and not a PC?
Because
or
they
it's
own-
USB?
Because it's not just a standard video feed, like an industry standard. It's their special app.
H.2 whatever.
DVR.apk.
That's so stupid. No, APK is actually the app
Android
installer
app.
file.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Rich is like, oh, you need to test this. I'm like, sure, Rich, I trust you. I've known you for way over 20 years. I'll let you use my phone. And I get it, and I plug it in my phone, and it's like, it pops up as a drive.
To be fair, I
They
had
don't even
no
have
idea.
their own app in the App Store. It comes with a shady APK on like flash RAM on the dash cam. So I installed. I don't even remember what happened, but I got like
your phone started to freeze up and stuff, and you were like, "That's it, I'm deleting everything."
Oh my god!
It could have been because you were getting like a message or something.
No, it wasn't.
But you were just
my
like,
phone
whatever.
started bugging out and stuff, and I was able to see what the camera saw.
Yeah.
It had
Anyways,
like
I
this
got
kind of cool interface.
my own Android, and I got it
Oh,
working
good.
this morning, and it works fantastically.
I'm glad.
No freezing, no weird stuff, and I can completely disconnect it from the network.
Hey Jay, that $1,200 phone you just bought. Let me test some like shady Chinese webcam software on it.
Anyways, it works great, but there's some wires involved, and it's a little clunky.
I don't like that it has like the cables built into it.
Yeah.
Like that screams cheap to me.
Yeah. Well.
But I was at Walmart, and in the clearance aisle,
Shut up, Mike.
they had.
I've made some questionable choices with Asian companies and countries.
which got us on a whole argument about. Rich is like, I trust China.
I
China.
trust. No, I said.
China.
I said I trust
love
China
I
more
love
than
'em.
I trust Amazon. That's what I said.
Yeah.
And to be completely honest, I don't trust either of them at all. But if I had to choose, if my life depended on it, I would probably say, yeah, I'll go with the Chinese guy.
Over Amazon.
Yes,
Dude,
and
Chi-
I told Andy this, and I told
China
is our enemy, Rich.
I'll tell you the same thing.
They hate the West.
Exactly. That's the reason, though. I expect them to do shady shit because they're an adversary. I don't expect an American company to fuck us over and spy on us.
Dude, and I told you, like, that's the price of freedom, Rich.
Fuck that.
Every company is stealing your data. This doesn't work, I guess. Or it just doesn't work with...
That's why you just feed them fake data.
I got it plugged into my, like, battery pack, so maybe that's why it doesn't work.
I'm sure that has nothing to do with it. It's blinking, which means it's probably not picking up the induction properly.
Or this doesn't have induction? Would they release a phone without induction in this day and age, Rich?
Not Samsung. Isn't Samsung the one that brought it back where you could charge another phone on your phone?
Like, piggyback phones?
Yeah.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
That
pretty
sounds
sure that was
dangerous. Okay, did this thing not... Alright, anyway,
Power
so...
share on a Galaxy phones.
Oh, so, like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So, so they had like dash cams for
10
$12
through 23.
in the clearance aisle at Walmart. And I sent a picture to Rich. I'm like, haha. And he's like,
Snag
should-
one.
you're like, grab that right now. Buy that for me. Oh, bitch, you owe me $12.
I know. It's awesome.
It says Galaxy phone and buds. What the actual? What the fuck?
It even has a picture of a phone and a
It
bud.
doesn't say S23 on here. Well, anyway, so they also had this. I should start doing like a show about reviewing clearance items from Walmart. $11 for this supposed fast charger. Oh, what'd you do?
I just moved it a little until I got it.
It was like an orientation thing.
Yeah.
26 minutes till full.
Ooh.
That is pretty goddamn
It is
fast.
super fast.
Holy shit! Look at that.
It does say super fast wireless charging.
Super fast wireless charge. There's no brand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or is it on? Oh, Samsung.
it's goddamn Samsung. I'm in the ecosphere. All right.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Rich. What's next?
Well, anyways, I was going to talk about we're talking about China and adversarial countries. Iran, another adversary of ours, apparently hacked a local elections website to try to manipulate the results in 2020.
Are you saying the 2020 election was a scam, Rich?
I
And we
wouldn't say
should
that.
have burnt down the
That's not what I said. I'm just
we
saying
should have hung Mike Pence.
they broke into a U.S. city's website ahead of the 2020 election with the intention of altering the unofficial vote counts on election day. So it wouldn't have affected the official counts, but it would have created some questions for the media.
Why is this shit not air gapped, Rich?
I'm not an election official.
Anything to do that could be possibly tampered with that is super important, like the next president or elected official, that shit should all be air gap. There should be no network connection at all.
I've never seen a network connection on the ones I've used.
No, I don't vote, so I don't even know.
True.
'Cause,
That's one way to solve it. Just
My
don't
vote doesn't matter. No one's ever lost by one vote, right?
But see, that's the kind of thing that I expect an adversary to do. Try to get into our shit.
Yeah, China, Iran,
I expect it.
China,
Russia, London.
Probably.
I mean, they're not an adversary, but
Cheerio, we must stop those Americans.
Maybe they're waiting. They're pretending to be our friend for the last 200 years.
Oh, the Brits.
And then one day they're going to be like, you thought you were free.
Today's the day, old chap.
They're going to take us back.
and then they're going to go for Australia next.
Australia, fuck them up.
Man. So yeah, but I expect that kind of stuff. I do.
Well, yeah. Russia was found out to have done like this disinformation campaign on all of her social media sites around the 2016 election.
Right.
And probably in the 2022 selection. That was a good time to subscribe.
Yeah. Good time to subscribe.
Especially if you're from
especially when we
Iran
get
or
political.
Russia or China.
China,
China. It's remember we talked about those single event upset where like stray gamma rays
Yes.
coming from
Yes.
space can like change an election by physically altering a transistor on a memory chip.
Yeah.
Dude, how far into the future do we have to get where we have the technology to actually scan and alter remotely transistors? If a gamma ray can do it, we could have a device. Pew,
I don't know.
The goddamn voting machine, man. Maybe we need to go back to physical paper votes. Oh my god. Hey, Rich, you want to talk about ass-to-ass encryption?
Ass-to-ass encryption.
Ass-to-ass.
No, I was just going to say it looks like Google is starting to embrace it a little more because they're going to add it to their Google Authenticator, which brings up the bigger question of why did a two-factor authentication program not have end-to-end encryption in the first place? Just curious.
I mean, if it's sending a two-factor authentication, can somebody actually intercept that?
Yeah, and then they can use it to bypass your two-factor and...
I mean, can't someone
it's
technically
exactly what
clone
happened.
your SIM card and do the same thing? Like, what does encryption do to protect against that?
Well, if you're doing SMS, which is why I tell you not to use SMS, the app is supposed to be
Gotta use the app.
safer. But the app didn't have end-to-end encryption.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Rich is all about that ass-to-ass encryption. I think it's like a kink. Everything's got to be ass-to-ass.
Oh, my God.
I recently signed up for two-factor authentication. Remember how I'm like, nothing ever happens to me, Rich.
Yeah.
I've never experienced like hackers or stolen accounts, blah blah blah. And then the other day, suddenly my email is signed up for like a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, yeah,
Like-
and you said somebody opened an account in your name. Or
A
something,
bank.
too. Oh, my God.
In my name, which I'm like, that doesn't make sense. If somebody stole your like social, birthday, all that stuff, why would they use your email to open a bank account? Remember, I did tell
Are
you
you
that
sure you weren't, like, really drunk one night?
I was signed up for Chase Bank and a bunch of other bullshit. Dude, I was signed up for like Russian mailing lists and crap, which I think is like somebody that doesn't like me that might have a vendetta
Or
against
somebody from Russia that saw you trashing Russia.
Oh,
on the
fuck
show.
this guy. He don't like us interfering with the election.
Anyways,
so I signed up for two-factor authentication. I got scared. That's all it took, Rich.
Wow.
Now I can't log in my goddamn Google
You know,
anything.
you are just like these companies that do not take security seriously until they get like a fucking multi-million-dollar hack. And then they're like, oh, wow, we got to spend $1 million on security now.
Oh, no. All of our files got ransomware. We have to pay like $20 billion to fucking get our files back.
So, to be fair,
this only affects the cloud backups of the two-factor app.
Yep.
But they weren't going to do it initially. It wasn't until somebody pointed it out, they were like, oh, we're going to add that. They were just fine leaving it wide open. Wide open. It's not wide open, but...
I don't know. On top of two-factor authentication, they do alert me anytime anyone outside my IP logs into any of my Google stuff.
Really?
Yeah, you don't get...
I
You
do
never
have my-
see drug fixes logged in from an unauthorized location or an unauthorized
Every now
device.
and then, but not always.
No, I get it all the goddamn time when I log into something. So it's not two-factor, but it's also like, hey,
guess
this is going
I
on, and if you
probably-
say, no, that's not me, they'll block it.
I probably don't log into random computers as much as you do, because you have so many different
Every time I get a new
devices.
phone.
Yeah.
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 Fuck
So that's
you.
probably why I
You
don't
little
notice
bitch.
it.
I hate you.
I use trusted devices.
Well, I'm glad Google is getting their shit together, Rich, so maybe you'll trust them more and accept my text messages.
I still use Gmail. I still use Google Drive. I'm embedded
Yeah,
in the
what's up with
Google
that?
ecosystem at work. I use Google.
Uh-huh.
I won't use Amazon though.
Like what? Amazon? You have Amazon Prime. You have an Amazon account.
Yeah, for
you buy
free
stuff
shipping.
off Amazon.
For free shipping. And they can see my purchase history. And that's about where it ends.
So we talk. You don't have an Alexa.
I don't
Or
have an
Fire
Alexa.
Stick.
I don't.
I
have
thought
a
you
Fire
had
Stick.
Fire
I
Sticks.
got rid of them all. I replaced them with
Oh.
Roku's.
Roku. Did you see what I said?
Yes. I actually told you about this in that text thing. You probably
I don't
didn't
read your texts. There's too many of them.
Uh,
Roku is now doing an Ecoverse.
an IoT
They have
Powerhouse.
like what was it? I mean, they had like cameras
and
lights,
sensors,
like
and-
IoT lights. It's not IoT. It's fucking like network connected. Like
Right. It's just another buzzword.
yes, I hate it. I hate buzzwords, dude. Can we stop using them on the show? But I took the goddamn picture. It's in my phone. It was like-
Buzzwords.
Yeah, basically anything that you could think of, like a camera, lighting, light bulbs. I think even network devices and shit.
I didn't even see that, like, announcement that they were going to be coming out with that stuff. But
Oh, I put it in our stupid main chat, which, hey, look at that, right up there. Which is funny, because like, right above it is the Google.
hey Google, show the family room camera.
They just,
Nice.
like, threw all the Google stuff out and just filled it
Or
in.
Roku has a partnership with Google, and they're
Oh, maybe.
working with the Hey Google.
If only there's a way to, like, take a picture and show it on the full screen so everyone can see it.
There is. You could airdrop it to me if you want.
No, I can't. I can't do that, Rich. Sorry. All right, so what do we got? We have, Roku motion floodlight cameras. What? That's only $100, dude. Look at that.
That's actually not bad.
Roku ring light wannabe.
Ring
Roku
light
video doorbell. That's the same fucking thing. Oh, one's wire free. Roku outdoor camera. Roku outdoor wired camera. So they seem to be offering two flavors. You want wireless? You want a bunch of wires going around. Oh, Roku indoor camera 360 degrees. Roku indoor camera standard.
A 360-degree camera, like all at once,
Whoop.
or
Uh,
it spans 360.
it looks like it moves around.
Wow.
Maybe. Yeah, it's not like a dome camera. Roku, it's another. Roku, smart bulb.
I'm
Roku.
assuming they're Chinese.
I always like to say Roku. Like, Roku colored light. Roku rope light. This is super racist. We're getting canceled.
Yeah.
Roku even fancier rope light. So they're just like, it was out of nowhere. I just went to Walmart.
Yeah, I hadn't.
And I was
seen
there
them
like
before.
last week, and I never saw him. And suddenly it's like, boom, Roku's suddenly like doing a bunch of stuff. I don't really think it's Roku. Like,
They're an American company
oh,
from
Roku,
San Jose, California.
Roku indoor camera. Is that a better impression?
Yeah,
Roku 360-degree indoor
that's like
wired
their
camera.
generic tech guy, tech billionaire.
Bro, are you getting this camera? is 360 degrees. We make fun of everyone at Drunk Tech Support.
That's right.
Please don't cancel us.
Speaking of tech billionaires, Elon has his little Neuralink bullshit.
Yeah, has he murdered humans yet? Because I'm waiting for that.
Not yet, but the University of Texas in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, could you show a link on the screen? I mean, you've not done any
sorry.
interaction tonight.
They have created a system that will turn brain activity into text. You can literally read minds now.
I'd like to see an example. I don't believe it.
Well,
I don't believe
go.
you, Rich.
Here.
Fake news.
The University of Texas, Austin, has created a machine that can turn brain activity into text.
The new artificial
face?
intelligence system could help people who are unable to physically speak, like stroke patients.
CBS Austin, Monique Lopez.
I'm about
tells
to have
us
a
how it
stroke.
works and who it can
Because
potentially
of
help.
Apple?
Because I've had a headache
UT's
for like the
newest
past week.
artificial intelligence tool could be a game changer for some folks.
Our real hope is that this could help people.
He
who
has
have
the
lost
tech
ability
billionaire
to
voice.
communicate for some reason.
A lot of people
who
have, like-
locked-in syndrome from like brainstem strokes.
UT
That guy's
researchers
not a
have
scientist.
essentially created a device called a semantic decoder that can
Where
read a
is
person's
the
mind
actual-
by
Here it is.
converting brain activity into a string of text.
It's basically a model, 15 hours of sitting in an MRI.
Scanner. This trains the AI to learn the person's brain activity. Later, they go back in to put their brain to the test.
And tell the same story without actually saying anything out loud.
I don't see
And
any real
since
world
we already knew
application.
like words and see how well we were doing at decoding.
This is all
Unlike
like
other AI technology, this is non-surgical and non-invasive.
I didn't see any real footage. That was all stock footage
Right.
and like picture things. So
Well, honestly, it's a researcher, so it's probably like just fucking wires everywhere and crazy machines.
yeah,
and
I
like
want
a
to see some
mad
of the wires
scientist
coming
lab.
outside of their goddamn head.
No,
We
they're
saw
using- they're
look,
using the
I
MRI.
I saw the
Oh,
monkey.
here you go.
I saw the
Side
monkey
by
playing
side.
Pong, Rich, and that was real.
Oh yeah.
Pong monkeys.
Right. So this is the actual stimulus, and this is what was decoded by the computer. So you can see them side by side.
I don't see. I just don't see any real footage of it. Like this is just PowerPoint graphics to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
I need to see a monkey playing
I'll have to
Pong.
see if I can find some video.
I want
of
the
that.
Pong monkey.
But I thought it was interesting that a university beat Elon to the punch here.
Oh, I thought this was
This is
Neuralink.
not Neuralink. This is
Oh.
the University of Texas.
Well then,
Oh.
I mean, for Christ's sakes, like they did like Stephen Hawking was like locked in and he was able to talk using his like very small eye movements
Right.
to like do that shit.
We actually
so,
have special needs students that have that. It's really neat to
Yeah.
like be
remember when
in an environment where that's actually used.
That's
I
kinda
never
cool.
thought I would see that.
Remember when Stephen Hawking used to be on our show, Rich?
I like to forget those times.
What? Was it the bad times?
No, it was just
We were too edgy back then.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Those are the pods you're trying to. I want to redo them and put them on the
Yeah,
web.
yeah. I say a lot of things.
Yeah, we tell people, look, we're on almost episode 200, guys, and people are like, well, where's
Where's
the
the
other
other
100
ones?
episodes? Who knows? Who cares?
We'll hire an intern one
And you
day.
know they say, and I've told you this, people that come across new podcasts they've not seen before, and they see there's a back catalog, they're less likely to listen because they're like, that's too much shit to like catch up on.
See, I do the exact opposite. If I get into a podcast, I go back and I listen to every single episode.
Yeah,
Up.
I do, but we're talking about the layman.
Like you and me do it. That can't be a coincidence. There must be more people that do it.
We're very specific people.
Doubt we're.
I'm
that
very
many.
cool. If I can just like lie in bed in a comatose state and do my job, that will work out really good. Control the mouse with my eyeballs, and I can like think text and like text my boss and be like, "Yep, working as usual," or whatever the fuck I say to my boss. You know what I mean, Rich?
What? Do I know what you mean? Yes. I'm just looking at podcast stats.
Oh, like podcast listener retention rates when you're at like episode 200.
Right.
Usually by the time you're at 200, you have thousands and thousands of viewers. We're still at like
60.
Not even 60. We're at like 2 that actively like watch Rich. You know, but we keep on doing it, guys. The thing is, nobody finds or watches our podcast. Not because we suck. It's because nobody finds us. Because if people found us and we sucked, they would let us know.
You know what the main reason people don't listen to podcasts is?
Why?
Because they don't know where to find them, or they're overwhelmed by the number of choices of shows. That's interesting, because that's exactly...
Yeah, that's also a thing. Podcasts are
That's a
declining
problem
for
I
the
have.
first time in years because it's oversaturated.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense. I can never find a new podcast like without searching for days, because...
I'm very specific. I will only listen to very specific podcasts.
And then I get into these like storyline ones, like...
And they just end?
And they just like take forever to release the next episode.
Oh, right. I remember
I've
that.
literally been waiting for 7 months for 2 of my podcasts that I listen to.
That's not cool.
That's unacceptable.
Doesn't take that
Even
long to
we
make a
don't go
podcast.
that far.
Yeah, I agree.
We get a couple of weeks hiatus, and then we're back. Back in the sack.
Nobody organically finds us.
No. It's okay, though. I still have fun.
Because the internet will let you know if you suck.
Right.
Remember the time we got rated?
Maybe we don't suck.
No, maybe nobody finds us, Rich. That's why our views are so low, because the algorithm doesn't push us up in front of people.
So, do you remember a few weeks back, you, I think, brought it up. Maybe I did, but I think you did. The new Unreal Engine 5.
Yes.
And how crazy it was.
Yes.
So, I came across something the other day. First off, I did not know Rivian, the electronic car manufacturer, uses Unreal technology in the renderings on the dashboard of the car, which is crazy.
I didn't know that.
But their partnership is
that
so
their
deep.
car?
Well, yes, but that's their car in Unreal Engine.
Well, in the demo.
Yes.
Right.
Have you seen the Rivian demo?
Yes.
It's amazing.
I fucking
How
showed it to
did
you.
you not show it to me? No, you showed me the one with that guy shooting things.
No, we have seen this.
So last year,
the car driving through the
we
woods.
added several new features to
never
the
saw
engine
this.
to
We have
support
totally-
foliage rendering. And the Fortnite
Unless
team
I
used
watched
those
it and
features
forgot.
to ship Battle Royale Chapter 4.
I've
At
never
the same
seen
time,
this.
Jacob over there,
This
and
is
the team at
amazing.
Quixel
Oh,
were
I
okay.
forget
experimenting
how
with
many
what's
how many
possible for
polygons
photoreal
they said
foliage
were in that
environments,
truck, but it
as
was
well
a
as testing out the
ridiculous amount
latest
of
Sep-
functionality that we've been
Septillions.
building for Unreal Engine. And a
So
Rivian
they have
R1T.
this-
Yeah, you know what? This will only work on PC. Your Xbox, you're going to get 20% of this.
Yeah.
And it's not going to
Now,
be 60
Rivian
frames a second.
uses
That's something I
Unreal
wanted to bitch
power
about.
Their instrument cluster, including 3D visualization of
It's
their
going to
vehicle.
use Unreal
So we
just
worked
to
with
show
them to bring the
a
R1T
2D
to
picture of
life
your car.
in this experience.
That's so fucking
I don't know,
overkill.
Jacob.
Sure thing.
Are you serious?
All right.
I don't think it's just a
building
We're
the
using
world
Unreal
in a
Engine number
dynamic
1
world.
to display the
Figuring out
car in
chaos
dash.
Physics, simulating rocks that tumble as we drive over
I
them.
can't. No, I'm
Weeds bend
fairly
out of the
certain
way.
we
I
watched this.
swear to God,
And
I've
we
never
also
seen
added
this
some
before.
real-time
All right,
fluid
all right.
simulation.
Maybe I watched it.
Look at that.
Rez, I've seen this like a dozen times.
It's
We worked with the
amazing.
team at Rivian to set up
Look at it.
Unreal's
Oh my
chaos
God, look at-
vehicle
oh,
model
look
to
at that.
simulate the suspension of the truck.
Well, it shows the paint job, Rich. Have you seen the paint
Somewhere-
job? When it zooms in on
Yes.
the paint, and you can see the mud and the different
Yes,
layers.
and the different layers. Yeah.
All while advertising this car. I didn't know they had a partnership. That makes this like lose points in my book.
Oh, really?
That is just like a fucking marketing ploy for the truck.
Basically.
Synergy, man. It's synergic.
Synergistic. Oh, there it is.
There it is. There's
This
like,
is the part where they show the polygons.
uh,
Okay.
wow. This has really
Rivian
lost its
provided
magic.
us with a highly detailed model of the truck, about 71 million polygons
71 million polygons.
that we're able to render
I don't
in
think
real
that's a
time,
lot.
thanks to Nanite.
How many were in
Now,
Mario
Rivian not only
64?
looks incredibly
Oh, like
realistic because of
sprites?
Lumen and
Like, it was
Nanite,
like
but also
16.
its material. And today,
I was just playing. I was just playing Mario 64 on the DS,
image.
and I could see all the like jagged lines that make up Mario.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so now
wild.
that I know that's a partnership and like a synergetic bullshit marketing thing, that's lost its magic.
Well,
when I first watched it, I was like, "Oh, it's just a truck."
It's
Now
more
like,
than-
"Oh, it's like a fucking co-sponsored marketing."
It's more than just a marketing thing because Rivian is actually utilizing their technology in their dashboard.
They're not rendering Crisis on your dashboard. It's just a fucking 2D
But
picture
they
of the
could.
truck. Okay, if
engine-
somebody was
the
like,
engine-
"Hey, this truck can run Crisis," I know that's not saying much nowadays because
The
Crisis
problem is
can run on like my fucking Switch.
like we've seen with Tesla, is they're just gonna get their hand slapped by the National Traffic Safety people, whatever they're NHTSA or whatever they are. I don't know.
TSA.
No, it's like NH something.
I don't know what it is. I don't
Whatever.
know.
You know what I mean? National like Highway Safety something.
I don't know, Rich. Stop looking at me.
You
I'm
should
not
know
gonna
these
go-
things.
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's weird that I didn't bring that up.
Ha! I was right. It is NHTSA.
Oh, there you go. NHTSA, whatever.
It's the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Don't think. I've been really disappointed. The Nintendo, the original Nintendo, 60 frames a second. Why is 60 frames a second not a standard? Why am I still playing games in 30 frames a second in 2023?
Can't your eye only see like 24?
No! If I go from 60... Modern Warfare 2, 60 frames a second. You go from... I can't even think of a game that you would... Halo, 60 frames a second. Red Dead Redemption 2, 30 frames a second. That is half the frames. And it looks like a glitchy... It's like you're watching a slideshow almost. I can see the difference. I'm
Maybe
playing
your
No
eyes
Man's...
are better than mine.
I don't know. No, because I used to be fine with 30 frames a second. Now that I'm used to 60 and above, going back is like is a nightmare, dude. And
So
I'm
you're
like,
saying that old technology should be left in the past where it belongs?
kinda, but I'm also like, if you own an Xbox One Series X, best of the best, and we've already talked about this.
Yeah,
So I'm like, if you
we've
have to
beaten that.
trade off frame rate for like
Ray
graphics,
tracing.
just don't include it. Just keep it at 60 goddamn frames a second, and just drop the better graphics. If you can't handle it, just do that. It's
Well,
bullshit.
that was the whole glitch with GTA 4 at the ending scene where you couldn't.
The frame rate was too high?
It was the frame rate was fucked up on the.
Well, it's an
Xbox.
older game though.
Yeah.
I guarantee that game came out at like 30 frames a second or some shit.
I don't know.
I
Honestly,
don't know.
don't remember.
I think it was 30 frames. I don't. But it also depends on like if it's on PC or if it's on Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. But I feel like 30 frames a second is not acceptable.
30.
Yeah, 30 frames.
Oh, 26 on the PS3.
Whoa!
Take that, Sony.
Anyway, I need to put this out there. 30 frames a second is unacceptable in this day and age. And people are like, oh, well, people like try to bitch about it. I'm fine with 30 frames a second. Fine, whatever. Fuck you. But
You're just a frames per second queen.
oh my god, I can like like if you like look across,
Yeah.
you just pan around in the camera. It literally it's like the difference between doing this and just a smooth.
Yeah.
The
No, I
smoothness
get
is
that.
gone,
and
bro.
with the technology we have, we shouldn't have to sacrifice.
No,
I agree.
and I think that's why I think I'm just gonna go solely PC. I think I'm getting rid of my Xbox.
You've said that. Are you going to do it ever?
The logistics of building a new PC is just overwhelming.
Really?
It's just there's so many brands and motherboards and CPUs
State
and all that.
Gigabyte.
Huh?
Gigabyte or Asus.
Yeah, yes. Well, those are my go-tos, Gigabyte or Asus. But cases, memory, and I like to throw money at problems, so I just want to get the best of the best of the best. I want to make sure I don't skimp out on anything.
Have you learned that that's not always the best way to go? I mean, your mic, case in point.
Yeah, it's just, why don't we switch mics since mine sucks so bad?
We can try that.
Yeah, I think it's just me and my shitty voice, my shitty nasally stupid voice.
Yeah, we'll have to try that.
But yeah, a lot of games on the Xbox run at 60 frames a second, but the ones that don't are insulting. Red Dead Redemption 2, which came out after GTA 5, 30 frames a second. GTA, 60. How?
Was it originally 60 or
GTA?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good question.
Watch me look it up now, and it was only 30. I just never noticed. I'm making an ass of myself.
60.
60. And I get it. Red Dead is way more complex, which is weird because it's like Old West. And the thing is, they could make it runs at up to 120 or more on the PC. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Wow.
But they released it at 30 frames a second. And
Even
it's fucking unplayable.
Even on the 360, it was 60 frames per second.
It's unacceptable that Red Dead Redemption runs at 30 frames a goddamn second.
Is it Xbox's fault or is it the developer's fault? Like, where does the fault lie?
No, it's the developers.
Okay.
They won't optimize because they have to optimize their game and graphics.
Is this
so what you have to do for frames a second, you have to cut back on graphics.
Right.
So it's going to be less beautiful, less complex, but it'll run smoother. And that's why a lot of games have like these performance/graphic modes. Deathloop's one of them, where it'll actually enable ray tracing. Who gives a fuck about ray tracing? Like, it looks, I can't tell the difference. But I do tell the difference when it drops my frames down to 30 frames a second. So, of course, I play in performance mode. Same with Dead Space. All these new games are coming out, and they're just creating this sacrifice. You want it to look good, or you want it to run fast? You can't have both.
Speaking of video games, I just realized we never did do our Left 4 Dead 2 night.
That was another thing I got shut off. I think I got sick. Or I was tired. Something happened to me the first night, and then you were stuck in the ferry the second week.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Sorry, folks.
Anyways, we need to do that. We need to schedule that again.
Okay, with 60 frames a second only, guys.
Right.
If you got old hardware that can't run it, you're booted. You can't play.
You're out. Anyways, I know you don't want to say the word AI anymore, so I'm going to say machine learning.
Perfect.
But it says AI in the title. But a modder has used machine learning.
I've heard about this.
On the NPCs in Skyrim.
So they've just used ChatGPT to relay the bullshit that the NPCs say to make it more natural.
But it's kind of cool.
That is cool.
They're saying
I would love to play a game. You know, like I'm playing No Man's Sky right now. Everything's procedurally generated.
Right.
And I know nowadays they would say it's AI generated. AI controls everything in the game, even though it's just procedurally generated.
Have you seen the procedural generation
I hate
tools?
these words. There's too many big boy words in the show.
Have you ever seen the procedural generation tools that are in the Unreal 5 engine?
Yes, it was part of that demo.
That's wild. Like, you do like a little area with like some trees and rocks,
and
and then it's like
remakes.
boom.
I know. It's the same. Have you used Photoshop's like autofill thing?
Yeah.
It's like the same thing. It figures out based on what's around it.
Yeah.
It's not AI. It's fucking.
No, but to be able to do that on the fly is it's impressive.
Well, I always want to say algorithmic. Why?
I don't know.
Every time I want to say, what's the word?
You just can't say words.
I just can't. If it's too many syllables, I'm done. I can't say it.
Your tongue gets all twisted.
It gets all. I can't say it right. Algorithmic. Algorithmic.
You got it.
Every time there's an algorithmic, it like. I forgot what I was saying. I'm done.
Yeah.
Let's just end the show, Rich. No, I do think that's cool. I can't believe we never showed that on the show.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's something we should have shown on the show.
Probably. But anyways, they're saying this is going to be the norm now for NPCs, which...
Oh, that's what I was getting at. I would play a game that was completely unpredictable, and everything was like that.
I think that's my biggest problem with any video game is once you finish the campaign, unless it has a fantastic multiplayer mode, that game's useless to you at that point. Unless you want to go back and replay it later. But a lot of these games don't have replayability. I don't think.
Yeah, but people are just gonna say weird shit to you. It's not gonna add to the game. Think like Minecraft, like I'm not gonna say it. Procedurally generated world, but it's usually procedurally generated the same stuff over and over again. I'm playing No Man's Sky and I realize like every planet's pretty much the same. It's just got a coat of paint that changes the way shit looks, and I guarantee that NPCs that use like a ChatGPT or something are going to get equally boring after you've gone through full time. You're like, oh, wow, this is kind of cool. And then, like, after a while, you're like, eh.
Yeah, maybe.
How do we make stuff interesting, man?
I think people have to be creative, and we don't really have a society that
we've been saying people are using ChatGPT, and AI and just trying to shove it into everything.
Right.
It's got AI, so it's gonna be good. That makes it better.
Doesn't always make it better.
But it takes a true creative person to use ChatGPT and machine learning as a tool.
Yeah.
To improve a game.
Which I actually I watched a talk last week where the guy was making that same argument that creativity is not going to be obsolete because AI becomes to be a thing. People are still going to be creative, and they can use AI as a tool. Excuse me, a tool.
Stop saying AI.
Machine learning.
It's a rule now. We can't say it on the show.
Well, if they make AI eventually,
I'm gonna
use it as a tool. Still.
I'm gonna shoot you with one of those like guns your kid got.
Oh, one of those Orby guns.
Orby guns. Every time we say AI, we gotta shoot each other.
He bought that from that Chinese website.
Yeah, he did. Was that Wish? What the hell was it?
No, Temu.
Temu. God damn it. And they work pretty damn good. We were shooting cans in the backyard.
Yeah. I was impressed. I thought,
but you know, they all got Chinese tracking devices built into them.
Probably.
It's like scanning your network and doing weird shit.
Whatever.
I agree. I agree that artists can incorporate machine learning tools and make better stuff. But you know, that should be the AI. If you do say AI, you got to do this.
Right.
Then it's okay.
Okay.
Nobody gets shot at if they do that.
Fair enough.
We're on the precipice, and we're probably already just reading articles that are just spat out by ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna get worse, especially with deepfakes and crap now. Like we're about to approach. We're about to approach an era of fake news and misinformation. It's unprecedented. Like we're snowballing at this point. People are able to imitate voices, video, likeliness. I gotta go. I can't talk. Do you understand what I'm saying, Rich?
Yes, I do.
It's just gonna get worse and worse. We're all doomed.
I agree.
The next episode, Drunk Tech Support, we're not even gonna be here. It's just gonna be some 8. We have enough episodes. We could feed it into an algorithm.
GPT.
Yeah. Just spit out a Drunk Tech Support episode. Sun's out, guns out? God damn it, Rich. I thought you were writing something poignant.
No, nothing. I'm just
God
being
damn
an
it.
idiot. I'm out of topics, Jay.
Yeah, thank God. Let's get out of here. I just got really depressed by all this
AI nonsense. AI.
Yes,
nonsense.
thank
There,
you.
Better.
Yes, Rich. All right. Well, this has been Drunk Tech Support. Stuff with our show. I don't even know what any of these buttons do. I can't see them.
China. I love them.
They took our jobs.
Let's just run everything all at once.
Like and subscribe. Not that anyone's watching, but you know.
Hey, go fuck yourself, Jay.
Go fuck yourself, Rich.